It's now on President Trump shaking up his foreign policy team. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz is out. Of course, he was at the center of that Signal messaging app scandal, responsible for mistakenly adding a journalist to the group chat. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce has that story. Good morning, Mary.
Hey, George, good morning. Well, just over 100 days into President Trump's second term, and we are now seeing the first major shakeup of this administration. President Trump telling Mike Waltz he's out as National Security Advisor. This morning, President Trump shaking up his national security team, ousting embattled National Security Advisor Mike Waltz from the role. Waltz created a major headache for the administration and a national security incident by starting a group chat with senior administration officials using the encrypted messaging app Signal to discuss highly sensitive details about military strikes in Yemen, and mistakenly adding a reporter to the chat.
I take full responsibility. I built the group.
While Trump said Waltz had learned his lesson.
Probably he won't be using it again, at least not in the very near future. What do you think?
That's all right. I agree with you.
On Wednesday, cameras catching Waltz using the messaging app during a cabinet meeting, showing chats with Vice President J.D. Vance, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. In that same meeting, Waltz praising the president's leadership.
It's an honor to serve you in this administration, and I think the world is far better, far safer for it.
But 24 hours later, the president moving Waltz to a new position, announcing on Truth Social, "I will be nominating Mike Waltz to be the next United States ambassador to the United Nations." The White House downplaying talks of a demotion.
Donald Trump has fired a lot of people. He doesn't give them Senate-confirmed appointments afterwards.
Trump also announcing Waltz's temporary replacement, posting in the interim Secretary of State Marco Rubio will serve as National Security Advisor. The move catching the State Department spokeswoman by surprise when she was informed of the news by reporters.
It is clear that I just heard this from you. This is the magic.
No heads up that this was coming.
That is the miracle of modern technology and the social media. So that is an exciting moment here. I think that, as I know, Secretary Rubio, this is a man who, as I think you all know, has worn several hats from day one.
Rubio is now the first person to serve simultaneously as Secretary of State and National Security Advisor since Henry Kissinger in the Nixon administration. And in other news, in a major escalation of the president's feud with Harvard University, the president just moments ago announcing that it is stripping the university of its tax-exempt status, posting, quote, "It's what they deserve." It comes as the president has been pressuring the institution to change its policies and curriculum. Harvard, though, has argued such a move would be unlawful. George.
Yeah, it sure will. Meantime, Mary, a federal judge has said that the White House cannot use the Alien Enemies Act to deport Venezuelans.
Yeah, George, for the first time, a federal judge has declared that the president's use of this centuries-old law is unlawful. The Alien Enemies Act allows the president to deport non-citizens with little to no due process during an invasion. But this judge, a Trump appointee, is rebuking the president's claim that Tren de Aragua is invading the U.S. Now, this ruling is limited in scope, but it is the furthest any federal judge has gone so far. George.
Mary Bruce, thanks.